05 EST time for Mike and me. Did you watch the interview in its entirety of Peter Brandt yesterday?
Not in its entirely, Coach. No, I don't. I didn't.
Okay. He had an impact on me in some of the things he said, and people could go back and watch it, but it's one of the things I consider. So it's in it kind of reinforced it when you hear it from a guy like that. Is that you know you have to consider what's his expression? Deal with the possibilities, which means everything can happen, not probabilities, because then your bias is in there, and never certainties. That's not, you can't be certain about anything. So he talks about knowing both the bull and bear case, right? So, having an open mind of both and see how they both evolve instead of like really having, yourself so invested in a direction or an instrument that you can't see the other side. But I think that's how you get run over. Anyway, so I was thinking about this. For example, like, now we're getting this recovery. The question is, are we going to new highs now over the next month or so? We're going to have a continuation of a melt up, or is this just going to be a corrective rally before another sell off? So I was looking at weekly charts, and I think it was even Paul who, when I was shorting the market up there after all those key reversals, said, "Well, Dale, I think you now have your second drive." And I wasn't looking at it that way. So good to teach your stuff to others so they remind you. So here we have one, right? Here we have two, and look at the momentum. It was pretty good. So this was a great trade, but I think there is potential for us to blow to new highs into October. And great recovery. We talked about Monday's lows had to hold. They held. Under this week's lows, there's carnage, but these hold. Yeah, why can't we make a new high? But then I'll look at something like the Dow, and I'll go, wow, this is a classic throwover, right? And then it failed, and now it broke down from its wedge. It looks a little more bearish to me, but the RSI on the daily, looking at the other side, as weak as stocks have been, the Dow can look at this RSI reading here. That's a confirmed high. And I wrote in our room that markets where, that the Dow is implying another high coming because of this. So let it all happen. I know that my partner here, Mike Venezia, was a big buyer of the break on Monday, and we talked about things on Tuesday. Good follow through. Had a little bit of weakness yesterday, Mike, but probably anything you touched Monday is still working.
Well, I don't know. I sold a lot of it, but I don't know about a little bit of weakness. So we cratered into the close yesterday and went down another
Yeah, it was a
300 handles. So I don't know if that's a little bit of a give back. Uh, I'm short. I'm mixed. I'm mixed now. I don't think the longs were that big of a layup. There were a lot of binary moves. You look at my screen. I mean, stocks are acting like that. Stocks that were down $10 are now up 3. Hood. There's a lot of moves that nobody knows. That's why they're making these moves. I'm not really sure. I'm not interested in the market. I'm not. I don't know about the market. I get it. I'm not really a market picker guy. I'm a stock picker. That's what I'm doing. I started off at the beginning of the week. My notes right here. No need to focus on a larger time frame. If you look at yesterday's chart, we collapsed and looked like we were going to make new lows and everything was going lower. The market has no memory, and that's fine. So from here, I'm not interested in the market's direction.
okay.
I mean, I'm
I'm
taking coal,
always
coal sweepers. That's what I'm doing. Coal sweepers,
all right.
volume.
I wanted to ask you, did you get call sweepers in silver early today or yesterday?
Yeah, I got them in GLD.
Okay.
I'm not in it, but they were coal sweepers in GLD.
All right. Nice. I
I
don't
just
know.
had some things that came in a stock that I didn't know
Still not.
it's blowing me up at the moment. I didn't know it was coming out with earnings. It was on the earnings list,
Yeah.
and it's up what 20% on me. It's a bit might make or catch. I got an issue. You know,
Dollar still looks corrective to me after its big breakdown. I say sell rips.
I'm
I
trying.
talked to a
Mhm.
trader friend of mine, Julian Brigden. I've interviewed him before,
Sure.
and he said he's looking for shorts in the Swedish krona because he thinks if the trend has changed or is changing in U.S. stocks, that the countries that invested in the U.S., like Norway, their big fund, and Sweden, that there'll be repatriation back, and the dollar will weaken against those currencies. So
Okay.
that's Julian Brigden. Thought I'd share it.
No, no, appreciate that high level opinion. Right now,
Yeah,
I just think that the market at this very moment is making these type of moves. The VIX comes to a little bit, but nobody knows what to do. I'll
uh,
go to my
let,
screen.
I
Yeah,
survived this spike in Aussie. Bought it at 4.5, and
survived the spike in what? It's funny, Coach.
I was sleeping. That's how I survived it.
Yeah,
Who knows? I might have puked it, but I was sleeping. And when I woke up, it was right here. So it's like, at least you know where you're wrong.
some of the
And
best trades come when I sleep.
yeah,
I
and
wish there was
Canada
somebody that
too.
knocked me out now, so I'd fall. So, but somebody knocked me out now, knocked me out before the open, and I wake up, forget about it, different tax bracket. But you know,
Yeah,
but
sell
yesterday
rips.
morning I was like this, look, it's just Coach. I'm having swings. I don't really appreciate. I don't really care about. Be honest with you. But we signed up for it, and if you're on the wrong side, it's almost binary. It's just there.
Yeah,
There we go. I don't know.
yeah. TLT pulling back to the breakout level here,
Getting what I asked for.
10 year.
Volatility.
Nice recovery in yields. I mean, really, market recovered, yields recovered, dollar kind of recovering. So I think a strong dollar is going to happen during rally phases now in the
Yeah.
market, and a weak dollar is going to happen during decline phases in the market. That's the opposite of how it's been for years. So people are going to still stay wrong-footed until they get hit in the head enough. You could have risk off and a weak dollar. That's what I postulated, I don't know, a few months ago,
Postulated.
and now I've seen it. Okay, I've seen it. We had on Monday with the S&P down a couple hundred handles, euro was up 80. Okay, who would have thought that euro would have been a risk-off trade? Well, we talked about it. So don't get caught up in your recency bias, and this goes back years of people looking at the dollar as a safe haven.
I got the shot today.
I think those times are changing. Um, so I'm going to turn the charts over to you if you want to talk about your moves today, when you zigged and zagged, or anything that
My
comes to
dad
mind. It
said that
feels like Friday to me already. How
it's
about you?
Wednesday, Coach. It's incredible. 3M breaking on.
Is
Uh,
Wednesday? It's
is it?
Thursday.
It is Thursday. You see that? I really thought it was Wednesday.
See, I know.
I can tell you, Nvidia's traded 160 million shares. I can trade you freaking probably to the 16th of where
Yeah,
160 traded, but I don't know what day it is. But
yeah.
that's okay. I don't have to. 3M is going up here aggressively for some reason. Uh, Coach, I'll show you my screen. Let me take off my P&L. Hold on. Uh, this is the stock that got me into trouble that I didn't know about, and we posted on. Hold on, let me go to. Let's get professional as always on the trade. TGH. Okay, let's sign in, Coach. Thank you for being patient, by the way, with me today and the whole week, by the way. Oil action, nice green candle, ACMR. This was it. This was this is where I started the day, down 26. I think that's a lot worse. I'm not sure. Okay. It's important, please. It's important of what we do. This was the earnings that we posted. So please check. Before the open on Thursday. Today we just identified today is Thursday. Okay.
Yeah, we got that.
Or at least you told. Zillow is not on here. Z is the symbol. Can anybody see it? No. And I did my due diligence, and I usually do.
They have new management
I know,
coming on, right?
and that's why VFC went up yesterday, and that's why it's also sitting up. Is this? I didn't know it had earnings. It took 8,000 into the. By the way, here's Zillow. I don't even want to look. All right, the top ticked. Oh my God! It didn't hit 50. Everybody's scared. No, I'm only kidding. So this is Zillow yesterday. This is the chart on Zillow. All right, fine. Closed with tremendous volume on the low, even broke the 3-day low. And you said the mark, okay, so fine. I know technology might have been due to bounce. I get it. I'm aware of the rotation. I didn't think any. So it had earnings, and I took a lot of it. I didn't know that. It took a lot of it. See this? It broke this gap here. Broke this.
No, if that's a daily, that was a very ugly close. No way you buy that close, and
the
then it
close.
gaps
Sure.
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to the weekly. Blah blah blah. All right, no, okay, so even the weeklies in the middle. So I'm like, no problem. I'll take 8,000 Zillow short. So closed at 41. It's right now sitting at 49. And naturally I added to it because I'm a trader. So now I'm freaking sitting down. I'm down 66,000 Zillow. You believe, and I'm not going to get this money back. This is not something where like I can finagle it. I'm fucked. Excuse the language. All right. So if it wasn't for this, I'd be having an update. So I didn't know this had earnings. So 8,000 shares from 41.75 to 49.30. I'm down $8. Binary move. Who knew? I didn't know. Hold on. Let's go back to TradeGATEHub. Now I'm not trying to be cavalier. Sometimes I do take chances, but this I wouldn't have done if I knew that had earnings. Because I know Zillow I don't have to take these risks now. The market's giving you enough. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I would have to take this into earnings. I don't need. I would take. I was up $1. I'll take the dollar off. I don't need to take this. You know what? If I wanted to take it down to earnings, I would have only cut it into 2,000. That's a fact. So now I don't know if that's a mistake, bad luck. What are you going to do? But it's it turns good. I have to try. I have to make
It's a mental lapse.
mental lapse. How is it a mental lapse? I checked my.
Well, they had earnings. I mean,
It
you mean
wasn't
it
on any
wasn't
list.
posted? It wasn't
Am I supposed to
posted.
call? Am I supposed to call investor relations on 19 at 19 of the stocks that I have and say, "You sure you're not going to be on the earnings by 4 o'clock?"
Oh, so they canceled doing the earnings
It
or what?
wasn't posted. It was not they weren't due. They
Oh,
probably knew the market was going to squeeze and says, "Let's report and get our stock price up 20%
yeah. Huh.
All right, so let's look at the next. I'm just, it's going to take a lot of good trades for that. Just short squeeze. I'm
That
in it.
would piss me off too.
Well, I'm upset. You know what I mean? It's just it's not like I took it. If I gambled, okay. Here are the stocks that came in today. Lilly, a market. Okay, let's look at a couple of things here. Lilly, D-Dog, VST, NVAX. Okay, Lilly. That's the breed, will you? Now Lilly opened up nicely into earnings. Now it's on the low. Be careful. D-Dog. All right, D-Dog now on the low, but D-Dog 2 days ago was 90. Datadog was 98. Where am I today at the 200 day at 118? Bottom line, 98 to 118. Big move. What else? Let's look at NVAX. NVAX had earnings today. Open down. Open down huge. Not a down tick. There's NVAX. The alert. Stock was 880 on the flush. Got everybody out. Now it's 1124. There's the move. Boom. If I'm half alert at the gap, maybe I put in 4,000. Who knows? There it goes. Another one. Oh my God. Upstart.
Yeah,
Strong
that's
stock on
nice
the board
action.
yesterday. Inside day.
Yeah.
Shopify, same thing. Inside days at the high. What else? Disney was open. Disney should have pulled the freaking Zillow. Disney actually worked. See this Disney? It pulled what a Zillow did. It actually worked. But it did open down. Naturally, people covered. The market strong. Disney actually opened down like $2 or $3. It worked. Riven had earnings yesterday. Everybody's out. Now it pulled a dipsy do. Now it's above the 200 day. Everybody got out. Now do I buy it on the dip on 200 days? I have no clue, coach. You know what I mean? Oh my God.
How about the
APP.
Chinese stocks, Mike?
APP
Baba?
was this. Hold on. APP. I'm going to get to that. Bob is breaking out by me.
Yeah,
Bob, there it goes. You know, I spoke about yesterday. They flushed
that
it. If
looks
I'm
good.
half alert and didn't have a bunch of garbage, I would have bought it on that dip because I needed some longs. It's still technically okay. I'm
It
not
is.
saying I would have bought Zillow on the low, but this is when you want to take a chance on a market that's flushing out dramatically. Yeah, like you said, where you're
Yeah, it
going to
didn't,
be.
on the flush day, that spike low was well above the low that it put in June, so you had to stop there too. If you bought it there, you're wrong under 71 or so. Yeah, Monday's lows, Mike. All the performers are holding Monday's lows. That was the key, and it will continue to be the key.
I'm pissed.
Okay.
SCD. Okay, let me tell you this stock that made a big move. Looked like it was over, coach. Now the VIX is down 10%, 40, 25. How you doing? Okay, this is the one. APP. You might have heard of this stock. If you didn't get to know it. Last night, let's go to four. Oh, hold on. No, let's go to 8 p.m. last night. Dollar. Okay. APP. Behemoth. Good stock. Trust me. Last night was trading strong, by the way. This is volume. 58 for a while. 58. Stock was trading right here. Now it's 73. So $15 move. You know why? Who knows? I want to trade it. I want to fade. I want to even buy. It's got a range. It's got price action. I don't know. I don't know. I just coach. You know what? I don't know. I don't.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
This is
So,
all I need. This is all I need
well,
right here.
one a reminder for tomorrow for everyone. Don't try and make your week on a Friday.
I'm trying. Today's Thursday.
Okay,
I still got the mark. No,
you got time. Anyway, I rarely initiate new positions on Fridays unless there's like an NFP or something. So, maybe look towards next week for anything new and manage what you have and protect what you have. It's not the house's money, it's yours.
lift.
All right, bro?
No, I got no. Listen, coach, I got you. I just, you know what? I don't lift. I just, this is what professionalism hits. It's like at this trade here, I know I got some money. I just got to work at, I just got to work out of it. Just act, you know what? It's aggravating. I thought I had a winner. And, the most frustrating thing besides uh, thinking you have a winner is when a winner turns into a loser. Oh,
Yeah.
anyway, you know what is next? I'm in here. Let's go
Yeah,
to,
there you go.
yeah, next. Let's get into, not be selfish. Let's get into TradeGATEHub. And not only for any new members, this is where you go to watch all our videos. 14 people are watching now. The TradeGATEHub. Okay, Mickey D. Agree, Mickey D. Plenty of green. If you live in the UK, work nights. Okay.
Yeah.
Jeff Norman, agree with the three drive, and then everyone will think that the sell just starts as another correction. That's fair. It's a high level opinion, Jeff.
Yeah.
Thanks
Hey,
for no,
Jeff.
it is.
Hey,
Thanks for
everyone.
sharing. We'll move on from here. I'll be in the room all day. We're going to post. I'll be making conference calls all day to make sure who's reporting, who's not. GLD bull
Yeah,
sweeper,
see it.
pages of calls at GLD.
And
I
they're
mean,
going out. They're going out to October.
yeah, anything that's
So they're buying time.
anything that's going out now. Aside from that, due to the volatility, I mean, they're going between 0 day options to anything is short term. Anything is going out. Let's say Thursday till Friday, if not next Friday. So nobody's really making a
I
stand here.
I
It's my
mean, you know what, Mike, with the weekend coming up and what's happening between Israel and Iran, who would short the gold?
plan.
So
Our
I
key
mean,
coach.
it's a war. It's a war hedge. I really do think it is. So, and they're probably right. Anyway, I can't. I'm not reaching for my. I'm not that impressed with the shares. You know, the shares aren't leading. Let's see what I mean. We're having a good day in silver. What are the shares doing that you follow? The miners. Any
I don't know.
miners you like here?
All I know is Planeteer's pages of calls going off this thing still.
Planeteer. Okay.
Any with the coach, what coach? Oh, any GLD
It's
besides
all
this?
right. You know,
Silver,
plant
silver. Haven't seen it.
Planeteer today, Musketeer yesterday. I was a Mouseketeer, not a Planeteer.
I wish I was a Mouseketeer. Then I could be retired by now, but I'm not.
Oh, the Mouseketeer.
I'm a trader Keteer. Okay.
Who's the leader of the band? For you and me. Mickey.
Like I didn't hear my name was Michael Grow. Like I didn't hear that enough growing. There you go.
Oh, did you?
Planeteer, the private
Palantir.
GLD,
Yeah.
1 minute ago.
Apple's got some chips, sour cream and onion.
CELH off the bottom. Where am I? Look at
Biotech.
my plan right here was to buy C right here. Bounce CELH #1. And I got other crap in the CLH went 36 to freaking 40. It's right here, #1.
Yeah.
You can see it. The book CLH bounced right there. And I missed the trade because I got
Wow.
and that's $3 for me.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know, Mike, I hope that this market's on its way, has a great September, and we're at new highs. I don't know if we'll get to David's highs, but there's a good chance we could get to Henrik's level of 6,100 S&Ps, 62. I heard he hasn't get this break has not dissuaded him. For people that follow him, learned about him from him being interviewed here.
Silver calls in September. I heard you, coach.
Okay.
January, AU calls. Somebody step in for 400 bones. There
Okay.
you go.
Serious here.
Okay.
All right.
So write them
Serious.
down. If you don't have the trade view demo, whatever the hell you use the trade, get one and buy some AU
That looks pretty
calls.
good.
All right. You go right here. You either buy or get the real account, the demo account, get involved. I'm done. I don't know what to say.
Okay. Did you know that? Did you know that why they said R.N. Elliott was impulsive? You know,
Who?
the guy who created Elliott Wave?
Why was impulsive?
Yeah, like, you know, moves in the market. He was impulsive because he would
Probably had
wave at
probably had a wife.
everybody.
He
He
had a
would
wife.
wave at everybody. But his wife was corrective. So she calmed it, calmed R.N. down.
Start to double up on this Nike here if you like money. This spot.
Mike looking for an island bottom. You know what, Mike? Right here, I see Gilligan and the captain, and Marianne and Ginger. Now, right down there at the bottom.
You can have the boat with Gilligan and the skipper. I'll take the other. I'll take the other boat if you don't mind.
All right, Mike. You can you you have the oars too.
I'm not
Okay.
going to need the oars. I'm going to be. I don't know. Why would I need to go anywhere with Ginger and Marianne in the boat? You don't need oars. Let them paddle after you're done with them. So
Yeah. Wow. How
that's misogynist.
patriarchal.
We're not misogynists.
How
For
how
TradeGATEHub.
how Italian of you.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
It's because my wife isn't here. That's why.
I know you're tough. And then it's, ooh, honey, what can I do?
I beg to
Right?
differ, but maybe I beg to differ.
Good hunting the rest of the day, brother. You know, I've seen people's comments saying they look forward to these to watch every day.
No, I appreciate that. I hope we listen. Like I say, I'll do better than next time. It's one of those days. VST calls. Another stock that looks great. You want to put a stock in account? CEG goes the best of breed long term. Keg. The VST is taking calls. This keg is the best of breed.
All right.
Keg, buying it today.
Yeah, it's probably a great going back to college trade to buy keg.
I'll tell you
It'll
something.
remind you of what kind of year you're going to have.
I'm buried in this stock. RVNC bullish action. See this?
Okay.
I have 100,000 shares of this.
Well, if we're going to blow off, it's now.
What's that?
We're going to blow off. We had the correction, and we're just going to blow off for a few months. Some people are saying into October, and that's counter to the seasonal pattern, isn't it?
It is counter the seasonal pattern.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
bothers me.
yeah.
All right,
Anyway, you know what? They could be saying something else Monday, and so can I. And I've reserved the right. You're always assessing. So if you missed it, check out Peter Brandt. It was like having a conversation with an old friend, an old
no,
trader buddy.
great. You know what, Coach? I mean, the best interviews are like that, right? You know,
Yeah.
no, it's almost in neutral where you just let things go.
I do a half an hour, but you know, it just kept flowing, so I just kept going with it, and I knew it was past an hour. Thought maybe we'd wrap it up, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
wanted you to
I had a
know.
great
Next
time.
time you guys do that, tell Peter he's stepping into my 11 o'clock territory. Tell him
I
to get the freaking
texted
memo.
him.
Tell him to get the memo.
Okay, I texted him about it. He said it'll never happen again.
Yes.
Tell Mike I'm so
I
sorry.
mean, come on. I mean, yeah.
You know, there'll be
Stepping,
books written
stepping on
about
my
Mike.
toe, stepping on my toes here. I can't. I'm trying to finish my first book. The guy's got 19 books, and I don't
Yeah.
want to be disturbed. So don't
All
let him
right.
get to my
All
time.
right. I'll let him know that you're, you know, you're on your way.
Oh, you know
So,
what? I will say though, it was an honor. Let's get back. Let's finish with this seriously. Obviously, put kidding aside. We will go to TradeGate Hub here, and this video that I will applaud to both of you garnered already 1,100 views. And if you could see that through our various social media uh, platforms. Please, you can see it on any of them. Way to go, Coach. Bravo. Yeah.
thanks, Mike. Good hunting, everyone. Remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. There's some big trades coming up, even for an old swinger like me. All
Like the
right.
setup in Mara. Maybe Coach will say, we got a question. Maybe it goes to the 200 day. I get it. CLSK is taking calls. They look the same. There's gaps here. I get it. You know, I get it, but there's a lot of overhead resistance out of both of these. Jeff, I get note to trade. Thank you for sharing. I'm not talking out of it. Certainly,
I'm all shook up. So stay calm. Use less leverage in this environment.
SN. Where was I on Shark Ninja? It was the hottest IPO forever.
You're a
Shark Ninja.
machine.
Look at this thing. Shark Ninja. It's going way higher.
All right, I've got the new name for Mike. His nickname should be Mike the Machine.
No, it's
If
not.
you agree with me, give me a Y under. He doesn't want that nickname, but
Oh, then I've expected SN
to be
Shark
a
Ninja.
machine.
No, I'm not a machine coach.
All right, he's a human being. All right, he
The
has
Zillow. Was it 50
feelings.
Zillow? 49.52. Oh, it pulled back a half a point. They're running for the hills on Zillow now. No, I don't know, coach.
I know you had a good week despite the maybe one or two mistakes.
No,
So
I took huge losses on this stock. Upstart, all the calls. I said enough is enough.
okay,
Upstart, I was long Upstart nicely from like 29.
yeah,
I sold it at 25, like around there. I had a lot.
yeah.
Calls were off the page. That's why I was in it. And you know, I'm like, okay, thank God I got it
What
Upstart.
happened? It just wear you out?
Wore me out. Wore me out. The market was going to zero the other day,
Yeah,
coach, and I sold it at 25.20. You want to hold 18,000 shares? I lost $3 on 25.20, and to
yeah,
wake up where it's 20.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
hold that, coach. What happened to it?
That's an yeah.
Yeah,
That I mean that
hold that when you're looking at 4:15
that's
in
an
the
alarm
morning
clock
and
for you.
and thinking Upstart. By the way, it's where it opened. It was trading 19 Monday morning.
Yeah.
What
Well,
got
if
me
it
out of
would have
it?
been Tuesday, you would have been buying it. But Monday, you wake up to, look like the world was coming to an end. Yeah, you're talking about capital preservation. So
From
I
29
understand.
to 20
Yeah.
to 37. I can't, but you know what? Listen, for those that follow me here, make not my mistake. I
Who's perfect?
calls. They just kept, and that's why I
Yeah,
sold it, because I said, if this is wrong and everybody's long the calls, it's going to unwind it and even
make it
cascade it
worse,
worse.
exacerbate it.
Correct. So I
Yeah,
said, can I be honest with you? My hair's standing up. That's how much it just got me. What am I going to do? But
yeah,
okay, let's be honest. If I wasn't long here, would I be buying it? Just like Planet Deer, same thing. I got to put
yeah,
it aside.
yeah,
So I'm not going to make the $14 that it rallied. I can still
yeah.
try to make a half or a dollar on some and put my ego aside and say, at least I still know how to trade the thing.
You know what, Mike? There were a lot of silver medalists and bronze medalists at the Olympics that were very disappointed. They didn't get the gold,
Right.
but they were at the Olympics and they were medaled and they weren't perfect, but they're champions. I rest my case.
Head coach. But listen, it's one of those days. Look what's happening on a daily basis. I mean, this is just. I mean, obviously there was an incident, one of the third biggest VIX move in history, COVID and Lehman. So it took an incident like that to do this. It's not over. I'm not saying another incident's going to happen. And the reason why stocks are doing this is because it's nobody knows, and that's why I'm gonna not. That's why number one is no need to focus for me on the larger time frame.
You know
Um,
what that 60 VIX meant to me, bro? That the markets are
Reset.
illiquid and unstable.
Okay, we'll join the team.
I mean, it's an unstable deal, man. When an instrument could do that, and you know they didn't even pay the call buyers off on a move like that.
Oh, because it
They
was
didn't trade
pre-market,
them. They didn't
right?
trade them, huh?
I get it.
Yeah, it was like The Big Short. Only they got paid eventually. So, okay, bro. Tomorrow, I don't think there's anything huge happening tomorrow in the markets. Anything you're looking? How I know how it closes on the week matters to you. And if we close right here, it's not a bad weekly close considering where we were Monday morning.
No, coach. Listen,
Capiche?
the whole thing, Capiche. You have to be able
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
You have to be able to.
Could have
It's
been worse.
no.
Really could have been a
I'm
lot
not. I
worse.
have to. I have to. This is not have to. This is what I do. If I wasn't in anything for my positions now, would I either be in them or not in them at this very moment? That's how you
Right.
regroup. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. Okay. There's always another bus around the corner. And don't just count your pips, count your blessings. Enjoy working with you, man. Keep plugging away,
You
doing a
too.
real nice job,
We
helping
always say as a first
grow
time,
the community. Huh?
thank you for leading by example. I just try to take some more money out of the market today.
Okay,
Nevada,
buddy.
Nvidia. How you doing? Low 97. There's the move. SQs. Oh, SQQs. Intel. I'm in that. I'm in a lot of it too. I'll
Okay.
take 20. I'll take 21 in Intel. You think I can get there, coach?
You know, guys, if you're watching right now, stay in the room. See how Mike finishes the day. I'll be back at the close if I see anything that's changed. Or we'll both see you tomorrow, most likely.
No, listen, it's basically, I don't want to say it's an international room. We have Mickey in England. We have Trader two. We have people all over the place. San Diego, New York, which post all the time. It's not it's with the more the merrier, if you say lift. Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
All right, guys. Thanks everyone for the team involved in TradeView. Thank you very much for sharing. Like I say, I'll try to do better the next time, or at least do half as good as Coach. Cheers.
Adios, Mike.